This is basically to just try to show what I think is a much better approach on this campaign mailer. Local 450 contacted me about running some queries for a campaign that they were doing, and there's a much simpler way that I think would benefit everyone for it, so I just wanted to do a quick demo for it. As long as a list, so first off, there's a few inherent flaws in the way that it's going about at the current time. One is, let me switch back to the view over here. So this is Local 450's database right now, and as you can see on here, when you run the query by using these zip codes here, well, it's going to link up to multiple candidates. So on this zip code right here, 60181, well, that links up to 2 different reps, and the reason for that is we're going by zip code, not by county. So if you were to just proof of concept here, see 60101, well, when I do a quick query on that zip code right there, according to the Excel sheet that was sent, relates to 3 counties. So it's not a good approach to use a zip code on this. The proper approach is, I've written many integrations before, and the integrations that I would probably suggest in this is you take the raw addresses, which let me show you over here. So on this, if we took the raw addresses such as this, and I ran it through the USPS standardization API, which is an API where you basically submit the address to them, and they return you with any standardization corrections on here. So if it's missing anything, you'll get a notification. If it's a bad address, you'll get a notification, which is always good to do with your addresses anyways. But it will also return the county for me. So once I have the county, I would then link it up. So the exact same way I did on here, see how I linked these up to Conroy and Willis by using the zip code column. What I do is I would actually link it up instantaneously via the county column. So the county we would tie together, then that would give us the proper mailer for the actual county, which would save you, for instance, on this guy right here, would save you the $1 on the mailer. So since this is going to be done at, I'm assuming, every Chicago-based local or every Illinois-based local, the savings in just doing proper mailers actually is pretty large for the individual union. But here's the way that I would go about doing it. I've written a program in the past for a company by the name of Click2Mail. And Click2Mail is a large company that they handle automated mailers for everyone from like PayPal to very, very large things. They literally do in the millions of volumes per day. So on here, the program I wrote is actually called MailJack Plus. .click2mail.com. So if you actually go to that site, what that brings you to is an actual thing here where it allows you to parse a PDF. So the approach that I would do is, first I would run every single address. So if you guys want to provide me with a list by local, so all I would need is an address list with the local next to it, and I'd be willing to do this on site, so there's no issue with getting data out or anything like that. But per local, you would run the address correction. So I would run that, and then from that I would generate a PDF report that would be a single report that is specific to a company. And the way that this works is, let me actually take a invoice file here, which let's go into my test folder, basically just showing you the concept on this. Oh, I forgot. Let me close this out. I'm actually on 450's machine right now. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my local machine, which is where I keep my files. So let's reopen this up. Go to MailJack Plus at Click2Mail, and we're going to parse a PDF. And so to try to, I don't want to lose anyone in the technology here, because it's, even though very simple, it still gets very confusing. What I would do is I would generate PDF files that were for the individual local for every single mailer. Then what you do is you create a template, and on the template on here, I've got a gazillion saved locally, so let me just pick one that'll work for this. So we're going to use let's do the invoice template. And what a template is nothing more than mapping out fields. So you see how when I upload that invoice template, it knows where the address is? Well, that's in essence what I do. I'd have something generate the actual letter with the address on it. When this box goes over it, actually reads it properly, and then it knows when each new page starts. So with a simple click of a button now, when I process that, the Click2Mail automatically validates everything for you, make sure it's a good address. Then instantaneously you get everything right here. So this is where it would go out, and I would click one button, and it would then send everything out to those people. The benefit of this is you get confirmation of deliveries, so you know exactly what got where, if anything's rejected, and full address, full details. And you'll also see on here the minor changes. See where we submitted an address for Chuck Stravey Landscaping. Well, the address that we submitted was this original address, which is 350 Elliott Street, West Chicago, Illinois. This did correct the looks like a spelling issue on Elliott. So it actually did a modification that where it tells you the street address was corrected, or it changed something on there. It also added the full zip code on it. See how this was 60185? It actually did the correct standardization on there. So it's pretty powerful. The reason I'm bringing this up is I feel that there's win-win situation on it. I could knock this out for virtually every single local that you want to send this to in a matter of a day's time, and in that process, just because it falls kind of on where I've done this development before, I think you guys would be very happy, and I'd be more than happy to do it for any type of fee that you guys felt was reasonable. Again, I could probably do a one-day turnaround time for every single mailer that you need to go out, and anytime you need to do mailers in the future, you can use the same exact concept on it. I hope I didn't lose anyone. I'd be happy to do this presentation in front of anyone too, and answer any questions, but this is just the gist of it and why I feel that the current approach, when you run it through databases and do queries, you're going to save every local quite a bit of time, especially since a lot of locals aren't very familiar with how to implement technology to do reports and stuff. This is a way to quickly do a turnaround time without putting the strain on the local. The end result will be everyone should be a little bit happier with the workload that they're going to take on.